Hi everyone, this is Tabitha. I'm here with another little rant. I have been asked to do a video on exes. Now, let me weave you a tale. My ex, I've had what you can call variation of exes. I am via Ramona Flowers in the flesh. If you've ever seen Scott Pilgrim, watch that movie, you'll understand. My recent ex is Gideon. That's the best way to put it. And there's a point in time where there's either you can be friends with an ex or you can be not with them. I'm still in that developmental phase. So I have a friend of mine who asked me to do a video on them. See, they're exes for a reason. They're either male or female. At some point, they either gave up on your relationship or you gave up on them, right? Somebody did dirty to somebody. For some reason, a lot of times with men, for example, when they have a good woman and they let them go, they want them back because the woman that they slept with, guess what? It's not the same. Or if they're in a rebound, it's not the same. Same with women. If you're with a good man and then you gave up on them, you go back for the rebound. You always want to come back because you're like, oh, I know that person. Well, guess what? I saw this woman who did a video and it inspired me so much to just let it go. Because I'm sick and tired of my exes or people I've been with or people who are interested in dating me always coming back because they think that they can just come back and rekindle whatever was there. And yes, it's hard because you're like, oh crap, I was in love with this dude or I was in love with that man or woman or whatever. And it's hard because you look at them and you say, well, where were you when I was crying? Where were you when I needed help? Where were you with all this other crap? And the only obligation you have to me, if you have kids with them, that's the only obligation they have. Is they said, oh, well, I'm going to have your kid. That's it. So, my advice, as far as exes are concerned right now, is if they are your ex, if they've been dirty to you, or anything like that, just let them the fuck go. Because in all reality, that woman that they're with next, or that male that they're with next, is not the same as you. Because you taught them everything. I lost my voice in my last relationship, and I'm never going to lose this again. So here's my advice on exes, is if they fucked you over, or if they want to sit there and come back to you and everything like that, don't let them. And I can sit here and preach all day, because I've done it. My last ex, he kept coming back, he kept calling, he kept doing this, kept doing that. Well, guess what? I realize now, I look at him, and I think about him, and I'm like, wait, I was upset the other night. Where was he? Or, I was laying in our bed, without him. But when he needed me, I was there. I took care of him. That's the mistake that some women make. And I have a lot of strong women in my life. And for some reason, I had this bit of a backbone, a little bit. It came back. And I don't give a flying fuck about who watches this or who doesn't watch this, but I'm speaking the truth from the heart. Yes, there is still a part of me that loves my ex. In a way. I loved how he was, not who I'm seeing. Even with my other exes, I didn't talk to a lot of them for years because all they did was just come back and hurt me and everything, and it's still hard. I can think that women and men can do that. Now, women, on the other hand, this is what I love, is that men can come back like that and, wean us over by saying baby and I love you and blah, blah, blah. But women, on the other hand, it's like they're shady, they're scandalous, they're all this other stuff. No, the reason why we are this way is because men make us this way. And we have to have our backbone. We have to not fully give ourselves. So my advice on exes is this. If they've done you wrong, if they've done you dirty, if male or female, if they left you sitting at home alone without them, remember those moments. Find a song. I have a playlist. I have a I Hate Men playlist. And it just reminds me that guess what? They weren't there. Whether it be a man I was dating or a man I was seeing that hurt me. No. Now, as far as females go, men are a little bit different because men move on faster. Because they're like, oh, hey, I got this one girl, I can go and get this other girl and come back to my ex because guess what? You fucked her over me. You decided to take her over me. You gave up on me. Did I give up on you? No. So my advice on exes is this. Male or female, there's only one time, maybe, you can give them a second chance. And if they don't obey by what you say, Don't ever go back. Don't ever keep trying. And that's the worst part, is it's taking me this long. I've had my moments where I'm like, fuck him, I'm done. And then somehow he'll come back. And I know that I've had my weak moments, and even males will have their weak moments. But guess what? In the end, you deserve to be happy for yourself and finding yourself and living for yourself. So as soon as you can do that, as soon as you can be happy with who you are and know that you're a strong woman or a strong man and you're a caring person, then you will be happy with your next relationship. So, as far as gay little bastards that like to sit there and play mind games, and women who like to play with hearts and don't give a flying fuck because sex is just sex to them. They're not intimately attached or whatever. They're like, hey, you know, whatever. You can just have me for a night and I'll make sure all your problems go away. Guess what? Women like that are not real women. Women who have a good heart, a good job, fundamentals, actually have respect for themselves and don't lose themselves. Guess what? Those are women you should go after. Not the little bar skanks that go around and just have drinks and have their free time and everything. Now, as far as men are concerned, the men you should look for is if he has a job, a car, and a stable environment. I learned that the hard way because my exes I always took care of, male or female. So if they don't have a job, if they're not supportive, if they don't want to listen or understand, then don't go with them. I mean, yeah, have your fun or whatever. Maybe see if you can change them. But guess what? Some people just can't be changed. And some people need to be taught lessons. And some people need to be walked away from. Yeah, it was nice seeing me. Guess what? Watch me walk away. Watch me walk away. Because guess what? That's what you did to me. So as far as your exes are concerned, male or female, if they've walked away from you, if they've given up on your relationship, if they didn't make you feel amazing, if they didn't make you feel like an amazing man or amazing woman, then walk the fuck away and watch what happens. Because guess what? I guarantee you that they will be back. My ex, I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I have people saying, you know, be his friend. I have people saying, you know, don't give him the time of day. I have people saying, fuck him, he's an asshole. I have people saying, you know, I want you guys back together because you're an amazing couple. Yeah, we were at one point. Everybody was at one point. And then something happens. Something happens. Either one person's committed or the other one isn't. It's always the same thing. And I made the mistake of going back and forth and actually playing into these games. And so now when I look back at this video, I'm going to be like, no. I said that, so I'm going to stay with it. And it took a lot of time. A lot of epiphanies and a lot of strength to get this video up. So, as requested from my friends and from some of my viewers, my advice on exes is if they've walked away from you, watch you walk away from them and watch what happens. They will be back and they'll be wanting you back. Unless if it got so scandalous that you just don't give a flying fuck. And sometimes you need to. You need to weave out those people that are important to you. Your friends, your family, your children. Those are who you should think about. And again, I'm in a little bit pissed off mood right now. But I'm speaking the truth, the blunt truth. And so, I see it again this way. That things will unravel the way they need to. Especially when it comes to people like that. Your exes. They're exes for a reason. They are. It's not your fault if they broke up with you. If you broke up with them and you want them back because you feel like you made a mistake, there's a reason why you broke up with them. And don't ever go back to that. If they weren't satisfying you, if they weren't supporting you, if they weren't understanding, then don't go back to it. My family is a great example of that. My sister was in a bad relationship for years. She started seeing a guy, and then next thing you know, she was in another relationship. Now she's married and she has a kid. She's happy. My sisters have all been through bad relationships, and now I'm going through one. And it's hard. It really is hard. And I keep telling myself it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Because it will be. If you were to ask me a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe right after my breakup, if I was going to get back my ex, at first I would have said yes. Then I would have said fuck him. And then I would have said, well, I don't know, I want to be his friend. Right now, I'm literally going through my phone and gutting out people who are nothing but negativity. If your ex brings negativity to you, and doesn't benefit your life in any way, shape, or form, then don't do it. Don't go back. If male or female, if they're being negative to you, then wean them out. Watch them walk away. Watch them watch you walk away. That's what you need to do. And I'm going to do that. So, during these videos, again, comment, share, ask questions. Some of you have me on Facebook and everything. Go ahead, ask me for my URL. I will send it to you. And then you'll see. So, again, let things unravel the way they need to. Hopefully this advice will help. I know it's going to help me because now I get to rant about it. So, again, you guys have a good night.